for UCR to make this happen?
I'd say get out of there and play for exits, probably, and that's what it looks like they're going to do. Justin kind of sitting a little bit close there, just in case. Toph is going to take outside for a 3-piece. Yeah, we'll have to see.
Just go headhunting at the end is off. Prim, close angle here. Justin able to find one of those exit frags, but now going to be chased down by the rest of the team here. You got to watch Toph on that right side. Spotted out, and there's the 4K from Toph. Fraction of a second left. Finds that after the fact. UCR is in a tough position now. Waterloo, look at the economy, look at the guns in hand, and look at what UCR can't buy is the main thing here.
Yeah, exactly. We're seeing light shields and sheriffs coming out. A little bit of stingers we're seeing one ghost. You know, they're kind of just scrounging at anything they can get right now. So we'll have to see if they can stand up to Waterloo this round with their Phantoms and Vandals.
Prim taking down Andrew right at the start, but not before Andrew can actually dash into there and find one of their own over onto Toph. So enemy jet down, and Toph did have those knives available as well. So good player to find that pick, but you lost 2 in the trade. Can you really, you know, can you rationalize that when you're already on the save round?
Exactly. It is a big pick, but losing 2 of your own players for a pick like that is, you know, a net loss, I'd say.
100%, and now side spotted out here. Catwalk as well. Gonna have to really be mindful of these peaks, but backs up, and now you see this rotation start to come through from Waterloo. They found the picks. They've got the numbers advantage. Now they can really, you know, decide on a site and just 100% all in this.
Absolutely, and it looks like UCR is kind of getting the hint that they're doing that as they're wrapping around over to the A site. Gonna have the KO knife come in there. Another KO knife, perhaps. There we go. Let's see if it will find anything. It does not.
You should have the idea most of these players are playing towards the left here. The KO knife didn't spawn anything out. Havoc's running spray is just going to find side in the head. Side trying to play cheeky in the smoke. They're not going to happen. Mix with a nice little headshot, but 21 health to boot. What? A 2v3. Not impossible. I'm going to say here. Inger coming in from Justin. It's going to have to be a very coordinated assault to come through. There's the eye. Not going to spot anyone out. The spray is coming through from the floor. That could be dangerous for Vix, though, with only 20 health in tow. Vix is going to fall through the ground, and Justin not far behind with only 66 health left. This is all but looking like another round for Waterloo. Spotted out. Not going to be tagged, actually, but has to move out. And once again, another round with bomb exploding for the side of Waterloo, and UCR now down 4-0.
Looks like Justin kind of accepted his fate there, ran right into the bomb. Nothing much you can really do when you're that close to the bomb is about to go off, so, you know, he took it like a champ.
Of course, and now they're able to get this full buy, able to come back on equal footing with Waterloo here, but you do see 2 ultimates available. You've got that Hunter's Fury, got that Blade Storm. It's gonna be a tough one still. I mean, we've seen Waterloo very, very solid on these attacks. They're so good at just finding their 1 split-second opening, and next thing you know, the bomb's planted. UCR is 2 players down, and they're stuck in the most unfavorable retake situation.
Standing ahead.
Just great attacks from Waterloo so far. UCR, they really got to make this round count, but Justin falls immediately side with a 2-piece, so Moody's finally finds that trade onto side there. I believe it was side in logs, I believe. Actually, nobody checks that angle, and Side's able to find 2 because of it. Now down to a 3v3.
Toph still has the knives ready to go, just in case any members of UCR decides to peek them. See a blind come out here as well. Andrew gonna try to go in. Light, maybe gonna have an angle on that, not quite. Looks like Andrew and Co are going to try to push onto point here.
The players made it out into that host there, but now it's just Vix left. Toph has already taken down his teammates. The flash to come out. The pop flash is good. He finds one on to Toph, but Smooty's gonna finish that one up with a trade. And this attacking side from Waterloo even though that was probably the closest round yet, still looking rock solid.
Absolutely. I mean, when you're 5-0, that's especially like some confidence you got going on. You have a little bit of your mental is up. The other team is kind of, you know, starting to think, oh, we're down 5, we have nothing. What are we gonna do? We're panicking, right? So it is a good situation to be in if you're Waterloo, but not a great situation if you're UCR.
100%. And now UCR back on a save round once again. On the defense as well, for sure. The 3 players coming out of main here, spotted out by that turret. They know that this Killjoy is going to be somewhere around, at least close enough in range to be able to find that turret, but finds 1 kill on their own instead. Andrew's going to take down Prim as well, but the side of UCR is just falling. They've got nothing in hand to fight these Vandals, to fight these Phantoms. Justin's the only one left on site. Can he find another shot? No, he cannot. Able to take down Havex before he falls, but 6-0. Amanda, like, something's got to change here for UCR, and I don't think waiting till the next half is exactly what they need to do.
I think maybe we'll see the operator come into play here for UCR. Maybe that will kind of help them turn things around. I don't know if Andrew is just like a god on the op. That might be able to kind of turn it around and pick off a few key players, especially Light, Koff, Smoothies. One of those players would be huge to pick off at the beginning of the round for UCR.
100%. This is going to be big. There's also an Odin in hand there, so you see that fade can kind of do the same job as the Sova of spot him out and spray through that wall over towards that B site. Andrew, there's that pick you're talking about. Even Light at 5 health as well. This is a great start for UCR. We haven't really seen them start around this favorable with this kind of advantage, and now Andrew can just play close angles here on
You should run.
Absolutely. We're going to see the Killjoy ult come out for the side of Waterloo as well. So that might change things. Andrew might have to get out of there. It looks like he's going to back up and, you know, use his smoke as well to try to get out of there. As Waterloo is going to push up. So Andrew, ooh, just misses the shot. Maybe did a little bit of damage, but, you know, Havix ends up getting 2. Prim will take out Vix. Smoothies will take out Soup, but Vix is still on the ground. There's a chance for him to be revived.
The null command still coming out from Vix as well, which means no utility to try and stop side here, but they're able to just push him at whenever they want. The second they hear that res coming through, you just find that push, and 7-0 for Waterloo. The momentum not going to stop anytime soon. It's looking as there's another save round on the horizon for UCR, and Waterloo can just buy whatever they want at this point. But one thing I have noticed is they're fine with just chilling with the rifles, right? They haven't really pushed for that op just yet.
Yeah, absolutely. They're good with the rifles. They know what works, right? Like, why fix it if it ain't broke, right?
Yeah.
So we're actually going to see a timeout come out from Vix here. They're probably just going to go over their strategy here, try to figure out what we need to change, what's going to be the key turning point in this match.
Yeah, I would have liked to see this timeout a little bit earlier, but I mean, the past few rounds haven't been the same kind of washes we saw at the starting of the game, right? UCR clearly adapting to this wait and then just hyper-aggressive Waterloo playstyle, but you know, they're just 1-2 players short, sometimes 1-2 bullets short at the end of these rounds, and it's Waterloo to be able to take it. So UCR taking a moment, regrouping, just change the mindset. Sometimes you just need a breather, right?
Yeah, absolutely. Sometimes you just need to, you know, take a deep breath and be like, we got this. We can still do this.
And I mean, you talked about the op from that last round. I liked the way Andrew was playing, right? Finds the first pick at the starting of the game, goes straight to B, gets aggressive on that push, pushes out of the smoke. Yes, they missed the shot, but it's those kind of plays that are going to be able to make this happen, because you know you're going to lose if you're trying to play safe, because that's what's been happening all game. So maybe take a couple risks. If you can flip around on its head there. Light spotting out Soup right here in mid arches. Soup and just fall immediately. This is absolutely brutal. Just this dominance from the side of Waterloo so far cannot be matched.
Koff maybe gonna sprint in by the looks of it here. Everybody is kind of rushing onto B point for the side of Waterloo. UCR kind of just struggling to catch up. We're seeing a huge, long rotate by the KO here on UCR as well, yet again, which isn't the best thing if you're getting ready for a team fight.
And side stuck in the corner here as well. Does have that lockdown available though for UCR. Waterloo still with the numbers advantage. They know one's in window. Vix able to find that body shot onto Havex. Not going to be traded out by Toph either. But Toph knows. Just waiting for Vix to repeat that one. Not to mention Smoothies. That gunfight up against Andrew. I believe Andrew popped the Blade Storm there as well. So it's going to be another big round for Waterloo. Just taking ultimates, taking rounds on the board. Looking to make this a flawless half. I mean, only 4 rounds to go.
Yeah, only 4 more rounds for Waterloo until they secure their victory, you know, potentially. But we are seeing equal guns and armor come out for both teams again, you know, kind of wipe the slate. We are seeing 3 ultimates for side of UCR, 2 for Waterloo. So UCR has a little bit of an advantage in terms of ultimates, but other than that, they're pretty even ground right now.
I mean, something like that Omen ult, that Killjoy ult, you know, that can be wiped away in an instant. So, in the end, it comes down to this gun skill, and so far, Waterloo has proven they are on the upper end of that. They are the better team than UCR on this day, on this map right now. They are not out just yet. We've seen bigger comebacks here in the game of Valorant. Toph, though, when you're shooting like that, can you come back? Side and Soup fall immediately. Justin with the trade down mid. Now, gonna have to rotate over towards this site, but leave that
player standing.
Thinking on the name here. Prim here over towards B. Still has that spike over towards B, and Vix is just a sitting duck alone at A.
Absolutely. And Light taking out Andrew, which is one of UCR's kind of, I don't want to say carries, but stronger players. That is, you know, kind of a bad situation, especially when it's just Vix left alone here. They are going to plant the bomb. Vix can maybe play for some exits. He is going to get one onto Havix. Gonna try again, but Smoothies ends up taking him out.
Yeah, Smoothies finds that pick in the end. 9-0 for Waterloo here, as 0 economy on the horizon for UCR. Waterloo pockets still padded from this entire half, and now this is where you see those desperation forces start to come through. It's the end of the half. You have to force now, save next, try and buy on that last round. You see Vandal's light armor. You see a Guardian to come through as well for the side of UCR, and now something has to happen. You have to take at least 1 or 2 rounds in this half, or it's too far gone on that second half.
Absolutely. We're going to see a little bit of a kerfuffle happening here. Toph is going to take out Vix. Soup going to take out Toph. Side going to take out Light. Those are some huge picks for the side of UCR. Havix, however, is going to take out Side, wiping them out.
Players from UCR kind of pushed up towards this mid area now. You see Soup in tree there, trying to break down this garage door. Now there's 2 players on the other side of that one. Not to mention Toph over there near mid. That's Andrew over towards mid. He's gonna be waiting for this bomb plant to come down, but Prim actually has to make it over towards the site for that to happen. He spammed out through that smoke. Prim waiting for the optimal moment to run through. Smoothies falls in the smoke. This is the first time UCR has had numbers advantage here on a retake, but no utility for a while thanks to that KO.
Killjoy is going to pop ult, but we're also going to see the Fade ult come through. So that is, you know, as I say that, we're going to see Waterloo take out 2 members of UCR. Now we are even ground. We are 1v1.
There it is.
See, Killjoy is going to take out Soup.
So sad every time. Soup so close. Finally makes it into that 1v1, and then it's that lockdown to shut them down, because you can't shoot out the lockdown. You're just going to get swung on, so you try to push that player, but in the end, not going to work out. 10-0 for Waterloo right now as they look to clean up this half. This next round almost already in the bag for them, just based on the sheriffs that are coming through. You do see Vix. It's that Vandal, though. Hero Vandal, possibly. CR side there. Got that lockdown available. Omen TP available as well. So, I mean, you've got map control, but that's about all you've got as UCR right now.
Yeah, that is the tricky thing here. Toph is going to get suppressed here, which is not good for you, Waterloo.
Yeah, Toph, especially a player like Toph, who we've seen push up mid so often and try to get there early. When you don't have that dash for safety, you can't make that risk. Now, a regroup around B garage here. Justin could be the first one to take this fight. Prowler spots 1 out. They've got the intel they needed. Just back off. Let them play into you. UCR, with those weapons disadvantage, need to be playing very advantageous angles. Off gets in with the blade storm there. Shut down immediately by Justin. Able to grab a rifle now as well as Justin. Be on site with that Vandal now. This is going to be a hard one to push into. Side takes those body shots into Prim. Smoothies on the trade. Havocs waiting here in this corner with Light there. Light to find 2 so far. Vix with that Vandal, the only one on UCR to really give resistance to these rifles. And Smoothies just going to take that Omen ultimate, take that bomb all the way towards A. Light now stuck in a 1v2 on site here, however, is gonna fall. Now it's just this Omen from Waterloo here to defend the plant over on A.
Classic Omen plays, you know, take the bomb and teleport to another site. Love to see it, but it also kind of screws over your teammates, so you have to be really careful when you do it and be confident that you can take the remaining members of UCR.
So you can just get double swung here, and this round is over for you, but not if they don't check that angle. Smoothies with 2 kills from behind. Soup looks one way, but does not check deep enough. And that is going to be Waterloo taking round 11. Smoothies winning that 1v2. What just happened?
The absolute patience of Smoothies there to not shoot the first person that walks through. Waits until both of them swing around, because you can hear 2 pairs of footsteps. Waits for both of them to swing around, looking the other way, and then he can line them up and get both of them at the same time.
Easy spray down after that. Now, last round of the half. Andrew to just run in, try to get some sprays down. Actually, doesn't take any damage themselves, so still in tip-top shape here. Coming in, but now there's going to be a lot of players pushing onto this site. Andrew decides to hunker down over in logs. It's Vix. We're on the site there, and Waterloo takes a rotate possibly, but still around this B site.
Looks like they're kind of hovering around B, maybe planning to go mid, because if they can get mid control, they can kind of go wherever they want. But Light does spot out Soup here, which could be a bit of a problem for UCR.
And you see 3 players still stacked up around this B area. There's that mid smoke to come through, and I'm expecting the cross to come through. You see Andrew gets that first pick on the Prim. That's actually a big one. That's, all your like flank protection is gone now after that Killjoy falls, and now Side kind of has an idea that they're about to be peeking at him. Side not able to find a kill, but Avex falls to Justin nonetheless on that crossfire. And now it's Toff to go in, updraft over that smoke, not going to take any damage. And now straight into the site, but 18 health left after that Molly comes through.
We are going to see a numbers advantage for UCR here, 5v3. Toff gets taken out by Soup, just as I say that. Andrew looking to make a play here as the Killjoy ult does come out for UCR. Andrew drops right on Smoothies. Smoothies will take him out. However, Soup will take out Smoothies. Light will take out Vix. Soup with another kill here for the 3K. We're going to have Justin stabilizing the core here. And KO is back up.
UCR finishes the half by shutting down the Flawless there for Waterloo. 11-1, and now UCR moving on to that attacking side, but you're still 10 rounds down. Waterloo, all you're looking at is a pistol round win, and you know, you take that advanced round, you take your win where you can, and you try to run away with the game here, try to move on towards that next map. Waterloo, believe this was their pick as well. You know, makes sense. Given the score right now, and UCR possibly just unfamiliar with the map. But I mean, it's been a very dominant game.
Absolutely, and you know, it's one of those maps that have been around almost since the game has come out. So you'd think most teams have been able to play on this map. It might not be their specialty, but you know, it does make sense for Waterloo to have this as a favorite. You know, it's been out for so long.
Andrew gets very, very close range there, but not able to really find anyone through that smoke. Toff able to shut them down, and now that's an advantage for the Waterloo defense here. The rotation comes over towards A. Light getting some shock arrows set up. Nice little lineups to come through. Possibly going to shut down a planter or two. Actually going to go and plant over towards double boxes there. Going to be a hold from main over towards A, and now Got this 5-man retake to come through from Waterloo, but they got to break down this door first and make the 2-prong attack. Top, spray one down through the floors.
Yeah, we're going to see Toph suppressed, actually, so they'll probably wait that out just a moment so they can kill if need be. Havix is going to take outside, and Soup, and Vix is going to take out Smoothies. Prim taking out Vix in the end. That means Waterloo wins another round, which means we are at match point.
Match point here on Ascent. Waterloo takes pistol round. They've got the money to win this game here, and here's the thing now. They've got the money. You're gonna see UCR force because there's nothing else they can do. But even if Waterloo loses this round, they've just got such a comfort zone. They've got a pillow to fall back on. They've got insurance at this point. There's nothing wrong with them losing this round and just keep playing for the rest of the game.
Exactly. They'll have at least 10 rounds of insurance if they lose this round here. So it's not that big of a deal to Waterloo. However, UCR, it is do or die. So they will be probably playing their absolute best, forcing the best that they could. And that's about all they can really do.
Yeah. Waterloo, big margin of error here, big threshold. Tries something out on defense. Or Toph just comes in, finds a 2K on the entry, finds a 3K Havoc to help clean that one up as well. And a 4K from Toph finishes out that game 13-1. So close to the flawless. UCR shuts that down though, but map 1 goes all the way over to Waterloo in dominant fashion.
Absolutely. That was a wonderful match to watch there. Toph looking great in that last round there with the 4K. We didn't see an ace, but that was the closest thing that we got, so.
I mean, hey, you ate those last round there, especially with a Guardian, too. I mean,
yeah.
It just shows the skill, right? And, I mean, we saw those one-taps come through, both that Vandal and the Blade Storm, but the Guardian, always extra satisfying to me.
Oh, absolutely. It looks like our next map will be Haven, but I think we're going to cut it to a short break right before then. So we will be back very shortly. Welcome back, everybody, to more winter warm-up Valorant action. We're back from that wonderful Riot server breakdown.
Yeah, you know, we'll chalk it up to a tech pause, but yeah, essentially, at least from what I can tell from scouring the Twitter and trying to find out all the information, and it seems like something to do with Amazon Web Services or some server connected to a lot of servers essentially broke down, and nobody could get onto Valorant League or apparently Twitch for a bit. Well, so lo and behold, we are back in Agent Select here for Map 2. University of Waterloo is up 1-0 in this series after winning 13-1 on Ascent.
Yeah, that was a absolutely crushing victory there for Waterloo, sorry. Can't remember names. Happened again. It happened yesterday, it'll happen again today.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, just absolutely dominant victory there. As we get into Haven here, keep in mind, Haven is the UCR map pick here, this Riverside pick from them. But, I mean, with how we saw that first game go, it's going to take a lot to try and shut down Waterloo. See, I mean, just how strong the squad is together, and we saw they were just able to shut down everything UCR tried to do, both on that attacking side, on the defensive side as well. Waterloo here is going to be starting on Haven, so we're going to see if UCR, if it being their map pick, is going to be able to just, you know, help them through this game a little bit more. Maybe they've just got more of a fleshed out strategy. This map, we see them actually opting for double initiator again, but this time it's going to be that Breach Skye. Skye is a character we don't really get played too much, often just on the bind there, but we'll have to see what they can put in the comp here on Haven.
Yeah, we'll have to see what goes down on this pistol round here. We're going to have the Skye flash go in, not get anything. Toph is going to take out Andrew right off of the bat here.
Yeah, Andrew shut down, but you trade that pick for the plant. Justin is also able to find one with that classic as well, but you see Justin, I believe that Skye there, Vix, is going to fall as well. Justin dangerously low. Playing from that mid window there. Actually going to rotate around the back. Playing ring around the Rosie here in spawn with this Breach. Will they be able to find the shots there? Actually, that Breach is going to walk right on by. Light finds one on the side on site there. Soup the only one left on site. Soup the only one left at all. Sprayed down through the smoke. Pistol round is going to come through for Waterloo. Just as strong as we saw them last game. You can give them a 2-hour pause. They're going to keep that momentum going.
Was it really 2 hours?
It was long. I don't know.
It was long.
A number out there.
Yeah, I
At
think
least
you're right. I think you're right. I think it was about 2 hours. That's got to be, you know, maybe good for your mental if you're UCR. You know, to kind of give you a nice fresh slate. It's almost like playing a new game on a new day.
Yeah, honestly, just kind of sit there. I'm sure these teams, right, were just sitting there waiting on this next game. Well, more so waiting to get back into the Valorant lobby to begin with, but definitely just talking out that last game, trying to, you know, figure out where things went wrong on Ascent there, because they had a lot of rounds that were so close to glory, and it was just down to a 1v2 in the end, and it ended up falling towards Waterloo. But CR definitely had their moments of brilliance in some of those rounds, so you take them onto a map they're more comfortable with, what they can do. So taking it very slow, similar to that pistol round as well.
Yeah, it looks like they are going to go for a B push or a garage to C push here. Actually, it looks like garage to C. Gonna see some util come out from both sides. Nothing too crazy yet.
One person spotted out from light there, and he's just going to take it through the smoke. That's the Ares on round 2. So strong in that situation. Super strong on Sova as well. Smoothies comes in with the last two to pick up, and that is going to be 2-0 for Waterloo now. They're able to pick up that bonus round. Momentum going like we've been seeing for the past 2 games now.
Yeah, Sova with that LMG. Every single time. It doesn't matter if it's the Odin or the Ares. He's just going to get work done.
Yeah, exactly. And you're seeing here, it doesn't really matter the map either. It's very popular on Ascent there to whip out the LMG on Sova, but you take him into Garage here, over on Haven. You could even take them down sewers. Anything where you can, like, just wall bang a very, very short angle or any kind of thin wall, right? It's just gonna, you're just gonna end up melting players that are unaware of that. One spotted out for the mid. Andrew, can you find these shots? Light's gonna shut him down. Bix is able to find one with the Sheriff back towards Light. That's that LMG down, but Waterloo still playing with numbers advantage here, and a shot gonna whiff mid for Havex.
Yeah, that was very close shot there, but not quite enough. We are 3v4 right now. Looks like UCR, they're still running out of time. They have about a minute left here. They're going to maybe go B here by the looks of it. Gonna just peek down mid. Justin's making sure nobody is in the way, but Havix is ready. You can see Soup trying to get him. There he goes. He's able to get Soup.
Through the wall. I think both of the shots that actually end up hitting were through the wall there, and he knows there's one more, but he doesn't know the angle. Justin able to find that with a close angle in the corner. Possibly going to be able to pick up that Marshall as well, but I mean, got the Sheriff in hand. You've essentially got a Marshall already.
Exactly.
Just going to have to wait out. Smoothie's actually going to be finding X over near attacker's spawn there. Is going to fall to that Sheriff, and UCR playing a very slow game, playing a very corner-heavy game here so far, but it's actually up in a very good position in this round. They're going to get no contention over towards this B site, but time is running away. They finally make this play happen.
Yeah, we're going to see the stun come through here. Not going to hit anything. Justin just holding this angle, making sure nobody comes and peeks through. Only 2 members on each team remains, so this is a very tight fight.
This is going to be a big timing game for this Killjoy from UCR, or from Waterloo. Apologies off, not going to check the right angle, and Bix in the corner finds 2. That's a 4K in the round. Going to be able to pick up that ultimate for next round as well, and UCR, an amazing start to be able to grab that round. Now you're not as worried about Waterloo just carrying this half like they did on the set.
Absolutely. We're going to start to see some of these full buys come through for both teams. We're going to see Operator on Havix, which, seeing how they use the Marshall, I'm a little scared.
Yeah, you saw more than a few Marshall body shots come through last round, and when that body shot is going to one-shot, it's pretty terrifying, especially when you're switching up the angle every single round. You see now heading towards this long area, whereas this game they were going to play mid, or last round they were going to play mid. You see there's an absolute window frenzy here coming through. Andrew's able to find the initial pick there, traded out by Prim. However, UCR, now they've got very good B control. They're just going to take the plant at B and wait for Waterloo to play into them. Tough to find one with that.
You're at a 3v3, so we are even in terms of numbers here. Even in terms of guns, pretty much, except for Havix with that Operator. So, you know, it's still anybody's game here. Bomb is planted, though, for UCR, so that is a bit of an advantage for them. You see a little bit of breach util coming out. Not going to really get too much work done. Bomb is ticking down, and Soup is going to take out Havix. Light and Toph need to get to that bomb to defuse it. Toph is going to take outside. Going to go for the defuse. However, Soup is going to take out Toph. Light does not have time to defuse, so he's trying to get the kill here from one of these 2 players, but it doesn't look like it's going to happen.
Should fall to the bomb as well. All 3 players fall to the spike there as Light can't fight it out in the end. Toph picked the wrong angle to watch on that site, and they are going to fall. UCR here on attack, giving so much more than we saw from last game. And you know, you can chalk it up to the map pick, you can chalk it up to whatever, but the fact is what they're doing is working right now, and Waterloo not able to shut them down in an instant like they were last game.
Absolutely.
Keep your heads on.
To see the Marshall come out here for Toph. Doesn't have the money for the Operator again by the looks of it. Or actually, it's Havix that had the Operator last time, my bad. Oh, Toph is going to take out Andrew right off at the beginning here.
Yeah, and here's the dominance from Waterloo to come in. This is a save round 2. Marshall comes through, Sheriff kill comes through for Havex, and now a 2-player advantage. They're able to just hold down all of these sites. You've got 3 players now trying to make this attack, and not having the breach utility for an entry is a big detriment to this team.
Oh, absolutely. This is going to be difficult for them. Be able to entry onto any site at this point. Justin looking to check out if C is clear. Looks like it is for the most part. I mean, other than the players in garage, C is pretty empty.
And could get this flank on the player. Garage. That's Smoothies.
Bot coming back.
In there. Here's gonna be the angle. Justin wins that one. Prim not ready with that Sheriff out just yet. Another kill for Justin. Vix trades back 2. Immediately.
Planted.
Able to find those, now down to a 3v3. Tom finds 1. Soup shuts down Smoothies coming from Garage. Plant is down. Waterloo once again in a tough retake situation. This is how UCR has found their wins. There's one. They know top is low. There's the second to come through. UCR taking the lead here on their attacker's side.
Yeah, wonderful round there for UCR. I mean, we weren't expecting them, after the last game, we weren't expecting them to take the lead in the second game. You know, losing 13-1 is pretty tough. So being able to come out on top so far in the second game is quite impressive.
I think this shows, yes, last game 13-1, pretty well a stomp for Waterloo, but there were rounds where it comes down to that last player, it comes down to that last tick of health, and you know, rounds like this that UCR is taking shows that. You know, a lot of the times it comes down to the wire, it comes down to a 2. It's not cut and dry like the score makes it look, and this Haven map is really showing that so far.
Absolutely, and it does seem like UCR is more of an attacking team by the looks of it, at least on this map.
Yeah, they seem to have their entries down pretty well. They've been able to make it onto each site with pretty good efficiency. I mean, not too much resistance. They've got their setups that are working up against this Waterloo defense. Waterloo gonna have to just take a step back and realize that, okay, our retakes aren't going the way we want them to. Maybe we gotta shut down the execute before it can happen.
Ooh, we're gonna see Andrew get taken out by the op on Havix. Havix looking for another victim, but not gonna find it over there. Gonna move over to Garage maybe, see if stop the players heading over to C.
Yeah, players opening Garage here. Prim. Justin finds another one. Avex keeps going with this op. These aggressive op plays too. He's not hunkering down in a corner. Walking up, peeking the angles with this op. Soup is just waiting for the squad of Waterloo to come through and clean him out. 3-3 now. Waterloo fires back after a few rough rounds, but they're going to come back swinging with a flaw.
Yeah, look at that beautiful round. We're going to have another operator on the side of Waterloo since they did not lose it that round. We're going to see mostly full buys for everyone except for Andrew, who is going to use all their money on shields and going to probably go for the ult this round.
Yeah, you see that Blade Storm available. You assume the Jet's going to pull that out. Sometimes we see, sometimes we see players pair it with a shorty or something like that, but there it is, up immediately. Looks like it's going to be an 8-hit. Nice flash to be able to get Andrew at least into this long area and get that op off of the play. Havex saw him last round be an absolute demon on this op. You definitely don't want to get the line of sight there. So UCR finds their intel. They know the op's A. Move back. Move to a different site.
Exactly. That is the play for sure. Looks like they're going to go Garage to C or maybe through B if they're lucky. Looking towards B right now. However, there are a lot of members of Waterloo kind of hovering around B. We're going to see the Killjoy ult come out for the side of UCR as well, which should help them get a good entry there.
The aftershock there from, I believe that's Prim on the breach, not going to be good there. Doesn't pick the right angle to be able to hit the lockdown, and lockdown not going to detain anybody, but clears off the site for much longer than they needed to make that plant. Here's a few kills to come down. 2 down for UCR. Only 1 falls from Waterloo. Andrew gets in there, finds 1. The trade from Tope is good.
1 enemy remaining.
And here's the Killjoy ult to come through. Who will it lock down? Soup is so far away now. Can't really do much. You gotta take this round loss now and hopefully save that rifle for the next one. I doubt the side of Waterloo really has an idea of where he's at here.
Yeah, it's going to be kind of tough to find him there, and as you can see, we move on to the next round, so we should be good to go.
There's been a game of lockdowns here so far that last round. Both Killjoy ults used, and in the end, it's Toffs that is going to take the win there as just use it to get that defuse, and there's not much you can do as the one player left on def or on that post plan.
Yeah, exactly. We're gonna see, looks like mostly a force coming through for the side of UCR, maybe a bit of an eco. See the stun come through here, not gonna hit anything, just kind of precautionary. Soup gonna take out Havocs.
Not waiting to get on this site here now. UCR, they found the pick. That's their go button, right? That's when they're gonna start walking forward. Andrew finds 2 before they fall. Smoothie on the site is able to find a second one, but it's just an absolute bloodbath over here by A, and it ends with UCR, 3 players left, and finding the round win, keeping it tied here. A crazy half compared to that first game.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. So it looks like maybe we'll see an A push this time. I'm kind of seeing them hover over there, but maybe it's just while we wait. We're going to be pretty even here, except we got the Sova with the Odin.
Love to see it.
Yep.
Personally, love to see the Odins come out light and be playing over towards Garage again, but knowing UCR at this point, seeing, now 8 rounds of their attack, they really like to play off of these picks, off of any kind of intel they can grab, like Justin finding a headshot right at the starting of the round. Look at Prim on this flank.
Yeah, this is a crazy flank here for Prim. Could possibly wrap around and get the Killjoy there. We're going to see some gunfire exchange here, although Andrew is going to take out Toph.
All the way onto the C site as well. 3 players rotating from Waterloo. Garage, some to come here from C. There's that Rolling Thunder to come through from the breach. Look at the concussed players on site. Can the Sky fight it out? Vix, no, you cannot. Look at the kills to come through for Waterloo. Justin shut down on the flank, and it's all left to Andrew. Playing in Cubby here in a 1v3, smoked out. Now, just has to try and do something here. I mean, the bomb is down on the site. The spike was never planted, so Waterloo can just play true defense here and just hold this spike. Wait, there's only 3 angles you can come from to this site, so you give 1 player to hold each one, and
30 seconds left.
They're waiting on here. Moody's is the one to hold the garage angle, and he's gonna win that gunfight. Andrew falls. 5 rounds for Waterloo.
I mean, it was a good plan by Andrew to kind of decide, hey, this angle's not going to work. I'm going to wrap around and try something else. It's probably the best thing he could have done in that situation, but there wasn't much he really could do, unless you can win that crazy 1v3.
And here's the timeout to come through, but I like this timeout when it's a little bit earlier into the game, right? There's not too much of a lead on the board for either of these teams. So this is, preemptively timeout, just talk about the future here and the last 3 rounds in this half, right? Use your timeouts per half and get them out of the way here. Take your time because there's an eco round coming up, and UCR is going to need a good strategy to make this one work.
Right there.
Absolutely. So we'll have to see if UCR will be able to turn this around and gain the lead again, or if Waterloo is going to prove to be as dominant as they were in the first game.
Yeah, because keep in mind, it was Waterloo's attacking half that got them a 11-1 half, right? So it's going to be... we're going to have to see what Waterloo can pull together on the attacking side here on Haven, because a very different attack than Ascent, right? But, I mean, you've got the tools to make it happen. You've got the Sova for that intel. You've got the Breach there for all kinds of space control. And can't forget something like that Killjoy lockdown. We've seen it used already this game from both sides, and we've seen exactly what it can do to both get you onto the site and get that defuse down, so...
Yeah, we shall see what will happen this round. We got UCR looking to go. Where will they go? I mean, they're kind of just hovering in the middle here. It's looking like maybe B. B or Garage to C right now. Havix, oh my gosh! With the prediction, shooting through the wall, taking out Vix.
Sees a couple of tracers, and you might as well try and flick through the wall. He's able to find that one, and now UCR is in a super tough spot because they've got 1 player, being Justin here on the Killjoy, kind of stuck out mid, stuck out grass, can't really cross back without the fear of a player just spotting them out, right? And then you've got 3 players coming down here A-long, suboptimal weaponry. They have to try and make something happen, but you've already lost your Sky. You've already lost one of your flashes on the entry. I have to try and make these other ones work. Roman Paranoia is going to work to be able to find the kill on Prim and onto Havex, and now just Andrew waiting here with this Guardian for any of these Waterloo players to come into his crosshair.
Yeah, we also have Side with an op right now, looking directly where Smoothies will be coming out of. So he needs to be able to plan this out perfectly, and it looks like he's able to. Smoothies will take out Side, Toph will take out 2 Andrew and Soup on the side of UCR.
Off from the window, finding 2. Holy, not to mention Smoothies helping clean it up as well. Justin has to wait for this peek, but you know there's going to be somebody watching it. There's Light with that Odin. Finally get to see the Odin in the kill feed there, and it's 6-4 for Waterloo. This is where Waterloo can possibly take away the rest of this half and just keep it running. You find an 8-4 half. That is a great way to start off your attacking side.
We saw a lot of 8-4 halves yesterday, so, you know, it's pretty interesting that we might see one again today.
Yeah, timeout going to be active here from the side of Waterloo this time. Like we said, I mean, you get 1 per half. You might as well use it, and when you're coming into a situation like this, take all the time you can to really flesh out your plan coming into these next few rounds, and they can really kind of theory craft everything coming into this. You know exactly what ults you've got ready. You see Light's got that Hunter's Fury only 2 points away, as well as the lockdown there from Toph. I mean, they're going to have a lot of ultimates to work with in these next few rounds, but so will UCR, just a tiny bit farther away for them.
Yeah, this is going to be an interesting round because we are pretty even in terms of everything, except for Creds. We're a little bit off with UCR, not doing as hot on that. But I mean, 1 ultimate, 2 ultimates, it's all about even right now. So really, it's anybody's game. Waterloo looking dominant right now, so we might see more of that. Or maybe UCR will turn this around.
Yeah, at this point, I'm thinking whoever wins this round is taking the next round in the half as well. UCR takes it, they even it out to 6-6. If Waterloo takes it, I think we're seeing an 8-4 half here. I think these teams have just been playing off the momentum really well. That, you know, you look in the round feed there, it's a lot of streaks. It's a lot of 2 rounds in a row, and then back to 3 rounds in a row, and then back to 2, etc., etc. So I definitely think this is going to be a pivotal round for the end of this half.
Looks like they are planning to play for picks right now, just kind of dropping the bomb and making sure that, you know, mid, maybe C are clear. Doesn't really look like A is an option. And this is interesting because we saw a lot of teams yesterday chose to go A, but this time around, it seems like UCR is choosing to go B or C most of the time. And just as I say that, it looks like they're actually regrouping and going, like, towards A almost. It's weird. They're playing really slow.
Yeah. They're playing slow in a way that they're just not even showing anyone at the starting of these rounds, rather than like a slow default, right, where it's kind of everyone in their own gunfights over on different parts of the map. They are just waiting out the clock. And see Havex here, he's going to spot out one of these barrels very quickly. There's the flash to come through. Going to be pushed off of that spot, but spots out Andrew's shoulder, shoots him through the smoke, and is out of there as quickly as he was in there. Now rotates back and just wait for this execute to come through, and then you've just got an off there, either up in heaven or going to be coming through main. They're coming through B link. It's going to be a tough one to try and fight out for UCR. You've got 1 player down, but you do have the spike plan.
Yeah, having the spike planted is great for UCR. They only had a few seconds left there, so now they have a little bit of insurance in terms of time. However, Waterloo does have more members up right now, so they could be in for some hurt. Actually, as I say that, Havix is going to jump over the wall with the ult, take out Vix. Also, Justin and Side are going to get some picks of their own. Toph taking out 2 as well. Soup going to take out 2 as well. We saw so many 2 pieces right there. That was insane.
That's what I'm talking about when I'm talking about these retakes. All it takes is some well-placed shots to shut down a team like Waterloo here, who had all the cards in their hand. They had the numbers advantage. They had an op available from that heaven area as well, but it kind of forced Havex to try and dash in there and make an aggressive play. He didn't have a rifle in hand, and you just end up getting tapped through the wall by Soup. Soup out, just hunkering it down in the corner.
Yeah, that was beautiful. You know, Soup just being patient, waiting it out. Andrew is actually going to pop the Jet ult here. Blade Storm is one of those dangerous ults, you know, it's so accurate that it's scary.
100%. You put it in the hands of a skilled player, and suddenly that round can head in an instant. But here's the tough part for UCR now is they still know this op's available. They can see that they had the money for it. Waterloo had the money for it. But they're still scared of this A site, and it's a well-placed fear, and they should be playing around it, but at the same time, it means Waterloo kind of knows they're going to be playing towards the rest of the map here. You see everyone's really set up towards this other side of the map, and Avix can just watch this angle and know if there's any crosses over that A side.
Yeah, everybody is kind of... Hey, Vix actually could take out Vix just as I say that. You know, we're going to see Light bringing out the Sova ult as well. Always a dangerous one. And everybody was kind of moved off of A because UCR doesn't like to go A, but seems like the last 2 rounds they have been. Just as I say that, Light will take out Soup, Justin will take out Toph, and we are 4v3.
1 health for Havex right now. Justin, though, was able to go on the flank and actually find a kill onto Toph there. Toph had that lockdown available, so that is a big help to them for the rest of this round. This final round in the half here. Will UCR be able to make it 6-6? They're going to pop the lockdown of their own, but Waterloo just found 2 picks, found another one. A nice tap by Justin to help out with this end here, but the time's running out. The defenders are going to win, and Waterloo takes it. They just couldn't get to that. Justin cannot get to the spike there.
Yeah, it looks like Havoc's just, I don't know why Havoc stood still there. Maybe that was, like, something technical? I'm not 100% sure.
Yeah,
oh, it's half. Okay, yeah, okay. That makes sense.
Yeah, I think they were just waiting, really, because that spike was in such a tough position for Justin to get to. It was, you know, just that situation of really watching the spike. I mean, we've got 3 people left, might as well, and Waterloo actually able to completely destroy my prediction and make those last 2 rounds go one for the other. Waterloo, though, ending 7-5. You've got a nice 2-round lead coming into this attacking half. See what they can do. Or will this side of UCR that seems to have grabbed their bearings here on Haven, will they be able to shut down this attack? Avex takes a lot of damage right at the starting from that nano.
Yeah, that is almost half of Havix's health there. Not very good if you want to try to survive this entire round, which you obviously do. Andrew gonna peek out and hit Prim right off the bat there, although Vix is gonna take a little bit of damage.
Yeah, Havex flashed out from side there, but not gonna be followed up on as smoke comes through from Smoothies, and they're able to get a lot of mid control here. You've got grass, you've got mid control, all gonna be up to Justin. And you find these right clicks as they come through. Misses the first one. Havex crouch and a little bit of a wide swing there. He's gonna be able to dodge those out and find the headshots there with the frenzy. Have to move back from this aftershock. Soup, though, paranoia up. Not going to be able to find some of these shots, but will tap down top. Havex still on site here. Soup and Havex going 1-for-1 for kills, but Havex is the one to find the 3rd, find the 4th. Light to finish it off. So close to an ace there for Havex, but nonetheless, they find the pistol round win. 8-5 now for Waterloo. 3 rounds up, and all the cards in hand to find this next round as well.
For sure. And, you know, sometimes you want to give that ace to your friend, but the only thing is, Havex was at, like, 9 health, so it wasn't even worth trying because, you know, could have just sprayed them all down, and then that would have been the end of it. So, I mean, it's cool to see an ace, but sometimes you just have to get the job done.
Yeah, 100%. Like, Havex being at, like, 10 health there, it's like, yeah, you can try and give him the ace, but you definitely want to clean up the round, clean up the win here. Waterloo looking to keep this round going, move their way into semifinals here. Only 5 rounds away at this point. You're on the attack. Havex has moved all the way up. Havex and Prim here actually moved all the way up. A long one to really watch this, except for side. But there's the rotation to come off. There's actually 2 players with a crossfire down here in sewer, so pushing on to A could be a tough one, but if you find your way through long, those shorties might not be able to do much at range.
Yeah, it looks like they're going to rotate out of A. Maybe go towards B. Havex maybe has a gunfight on their hands. Doesn't quite look like it. They're just going to get out of there, regroup. probably go B by the looks of it, as Smoothies has the bomb headed down B, mid to B. Oh, just as I say that, Andrew gonna take out Smoothies.
Great shot with that Sheriff. Andrew still on the site here as well as 3 players start pushing into him. Spams out light. Not going to be able to find the kill, but will chunk them out well. Avex with 2 over towards A-Link, and Andrew falls in back site there. And there's the plant for Waterloo to come through. And what seemed like such a great start for UCR, it all falls apart when a double kill comes through for Avex. And now it's 2 players, one with a shorty, the other one I believe only has a classic in hand here. They have to try and make this retake happen. At least you've got the smoke to play with if you're Vix here, but you are in a tough situation as the pinch comes through from Waterloo. 5.
Yeah, that is tough. I mean, Waterloo is only, what, 4 rounds away from victory here. So UCR is probably sweating a little bit. You know, they're about halfway behind Waterloo. They can get back up there. It's just a matter of how.
Yeah, really. I think how is the question here. I mean, now you've got this 5 round to come through. Obviously, last round, UCR really just waiting for Waterloo to do something, right? You don't have the weaponry to really take any gunfights with them, so you're waiting to find a kill with the right click on the classic, or find it with that shorty crossfire that you're trying to set up. Avex dashing through is going to be concussed, though. That could have been an easy kill for that Killjoy, but the smoke from Smoothie is actually going to shut off that line of sight. Justin not wanting to push through here, not ready for this push from Avex, though. Avex spam down through the wall, not able to find that second one. Gonna keep these numbers even, but here's the B control already coming through for Waterloo. Light pushes forward, but side Vix, I believe that was Andrew as well, were able to shut down this push. It's all up to Toph, but UCR have found themselves a pretty comfortable round here.
However, Waterloo is having a bit of trouble here. You're going to see Toph is going to take out 1. However, bomb is down mid. So Toph is 33 health and needs to find a way to get that bomb, and fast. 45 seconds left on the clock.
Yeah, gonna have to wait out the time, but that 33 health left is gonna be a tough one. All it takes is that body shot to come through from Vix, and Toph falls 9-6. UCR has grabbed a round back here on their own defensive side, and now we get to see Waterloo in full force with full buys in hand. UCR still going to be a little bit split up in terms of the buys here, but has some rifles in hand. I mean, they've got the Spectres. You're going to see a Judge here from Justin, which I still think is a great pick. I think you can play very, very well with the Judge and play its strengths here, especially over towards that A side. We see those Judges go absolutely rampant in the sewers.
Yeah, gonna see. Looks like Waterloo is gonna try bringing the bomb over to A. Toph kind of just lingering mid just to see if they can get anything. They're kind of playing for picks, but bomb is around A.
This is one thing I've noticed about Waterloo. They play more of a traditional default where you see Omen over towards that C side. You saw the Killjoy move up mid and try to, get some kind of intel or any kind of map control mid, right? You see them place the turret there. Whereas UCR would just kind of wait in like a corner altogether until the time had ran out and just Waterloo had thrown some utility. But Waterloo more comfortable with actually trying to go up and bait the utility and find an initial.
Absolutely. It looks like we could have a team fight on our hands coming up very shortly. The teams are both very close here. Prim gonna shoot some util through the wall here. It's gonna stun out Justin. Justin still gets a kill onto Havix, which is a huge pick for the side of UCR. Prim, however, gonna take out Andrew.
Concussion not going to do much to the player with the Judge in hand, but kill from Light will come through. Not before Vix can find themselves a 3K, though, with that Phantom. Smoothies down to a 1v2. Spike down on site. Knows where Vix is. Knows the approximate location of Soup here, but doesn't have much to work with. So comes back out. Flash is good. Going to be full blind for a bit there. Now can make this push. Baits the spike plant, but Vix finishes it off with a 4K. Vix on site, bringing the team to victory, keeping them within that 2-round margin here and giving Waterloo a run for their money.
Yeah, That was a crazy round. I mean, I didn't think Smoothies would even be able to get one there just because of the situation he was in, but he was able to get two. You know, so it was, or almost two. So, yeah, it was pretty close there.
And now you see, this is the first time we've seen Waterloo really have to go on to a legitimate save for most of this series so far. They're going to be down on Sheriffs here.
Yeah, for
Back
sure.
up long C, I mean, what you can, but Andrew pops that Blade Storm. Have to dash out of there. A couple cooldowns used. And Waterloo waiting to see what their opening is going to be.
Yeah, it looks like Waterloo gonna rotate over to A. They did go on this site a lot yesterday, so looks like they have similar ideas here. Gonna see Havocs with those knives. However, gonna get taken down by Justin. Prim gonna get a little bit of revenge. Light's gonna help out, and Andrew is gonna take out Light.
Prim and Light, I mean, made their way on to the site here. You've got a 3v3 to come through, but Andrew still has access to the Blade Storm here, and that is a tough one to try and fight, especially when you're concussed and blind. Andrew to pick up the 4K with the Blade Storm coming back into this game. I think that was the first Blade Storm we saw from him this game that really landed, really had some kills behind it. And Andrew is going to bring this one to Defenders victory, 9-8. This is like the polar opposite of last game.
Absolutely, this is neck and neck. Last game was a total stomp. This game is neck and neck.
Now, Waterloo back with some rifles in their hand. You see Andrew now has access to the operator here on defense. Should be able to just absolutely lock down a site here. Most likely, already see it, that A-long will be happening, but Waterloo ready to head towards the C side of the map, or at least start their round along that side of the map. Andrew, take here, forward.
Nowhere to run!
Oh, we're gonna see the Sova ult come out with the side of UCR, I do believe. Prim, however, gonna take out Justin. That is a big pick at the beginning of the round here.
There's lockdown to come through on that attacker's side as well. Evex put onto the site. Now they just have so much control of the site. This is the problem with that Killjoy ultimate. If you don't have a Sova to counter it and to just ult for ult, you just get a free site there from that lockdown. And Smoothies gets absolutely spammed out here in Garage. Vix is able to find him, but not before Avex finds a double kill. 2-4-1 for Waterloo there, as UCR now on the site, but stuck in a retake situation. Has to try and make this defuse happen, but Havex already rotated around through Garage for a 4K themselves. Picks off side to finish off the round. 23 kills for Havex here, just going off this game.
Havex is definitely our MVP of this game. I mean, look at that, 23 kills already. That's insane in 18 rounds.
Yeah, I mean, just coming through, absolutely playing that duelist role to a T for the side of Waterloo here, and that Jet to work. Jet, you know, a character that has been coming back into the meta a lot more. You've been seeing a lot more Jets now that Chamber is not necessarily 100% must pick, right? Teams are moving on from Chamber, and a lot of these teams are back to the Jet for their primary duelist, their primary engage, just their main fragger, right?
Yeah. We are gonna see maybe another A push, but not entirely sure because everybody is over at A, but Omen is over at C with Bomb. Vix is gonna take out Prim in the meantime here. We'll have to see what will happen.
I've noticed that Omen from Waterloo does have the ultimate available, so it could be they were just waiting maybe for a site take to actually happen before burning that ult and getting a plant down. But now Waterloo's put themselves in a tough position. Both Jets down to about one shot here, and both flashes from either team actually gone now. Well, CR still got those breach flashes available. Waterloo now really has to pick their next move wisely.
Yeah, UCR just waiting to see if anybody will come over to B site, but it doesn't look like that's going to happen. They're going to go over towards A. We're going to see Havoc's actually low health with the bomb. So Andrew has an op trained on A-Long as well, so this could be interesting.
Andrew not going to get tagged out, but will get shut down by Light there under Heaven. How the plan is going to come through. Avex makes it in there with 10 health and gets that bomb plant down. And now this lockdown isn't necessarily, detrimental for the side of Waterloo here. It's going to give time for UCR to get on site, but nobody's really going to get caught by it. And these two players in the corner not going to get mollied out or anything either, so they're sitting pretty comfortable over towards Strong there. But now there's the spam to come through. There's the utility, but the shock darts from Light are going to help close it out. Nanostorm to come out too. Just stall this defuse as much as you can. And there's just all of the utility, all of the spam, all of the bullets coming through onto that spike. Finally going to pay off for Waterloo. Find themselves that round win.
Beautiful. You love to see it. I love seeing the Killjoy swarm grenade just sitting on the bomb there, waiting for anyone who wants to go and try and take it.
It's hard to try and find any kind of retake in this game when there's so much time for a team to set up like that. It's truly tough to get past it, especially with a lot of these agents being picked, right? You see, Killjoy is just such a tough one to make it past, especially if you don't have the right tools or the right utility left to really shut down the submarine.
Yeah, we're going to see a bit of a save from the side of UCR here. So their guns are not as good as Waterloo's this round. However, that doesn't mean that they're going to lose necessarily.
5 players about to walk into Andrew's sightline, but Havex is too quick. Havex with a double, going to reset the dash as well. Make it onto site, trying to spot out this breach. Side is actually going to shut them down, but you've got 4 players on site, and UCR already down to 2 left here on the save. It's just Vix left. And out that inspect. Just going to have to wait out, possibly find some exits here, but Waterloo, you win this round, you're on match point. Caps are going to be good to be able to find the kill onto Smoothies there, but Toff finishes it off. Amanda, this could be the last round of this series here. Waterloo looking to take this one 2-0.
Yep, this is match point. UCR needs to win these next few rounds to be able to tie it up to go to overtime, or Waterloo will take the series and go to semifinals.
Yeah, it's UCR. It's gonna be a tough one for you. Especially, I'm just surprised that we're in this position after that first game. Like a 13-1 game is a mental destroyer, and somehow UCR has come back in and given us a crazy exciting, crazy close game to come through in map 2. Waterloo only looking for this one more round to close it out. UCR hanging on by a thread, but gonna try to use everything in their back pockets to take this round here. There's the Rolling Thunder to come through. Soup caught out by it, but not gonna fall. He's gonna fall to Avex, so numbers advantage over to UCR right now as the push slowed down by UCR, and they're actually in a super comfortable position now after all those picks. Andrew finishes off the round.
UCR knew that this round needed to be a win, and they came through.
I mean, doesn't get more solid than that when all of your players able to find their ones, able to find their twos, and just close out a round like that. Gotta feel good, especially you're down to the wire like this. You're one step closer to taking it to overtime. But now you see the economy coming through from Waterloo. They've still got a few rounds in them in terms of buys. UCR, not so much, even with that round win last round.
Yeah, gonna see maybe another A push coming through here for Waterloo.
Just barely whiffing those shots. Not able gonna find them. It's actually a body shot through the wall for that UCR Killjoy as well.
Yeah, that did a little bit of damage, which can be beneficial to Waterloo, but didn't quite take him out of the picture. Ooh, Smoothie's gonna take out Vix with the op. Avex looking to see if he can find anybody here. Side is waiting for him. However, he's gonna take him out. Looking to see if the site is clear. Looks like Prim is gonna plant.
Prim getting that plant down. You've got the numbers advantage. Here. All these players to set up on site. Smoothies up in hand as well. You've got everything to make this round win. All it's going to take for UCR to fall. UCR, though, Got Justin, got Soup left.
Last
Soup has
player
been
standing.
super clutch, but now Soup is up to a 1v5 to save the series. Gonna fall to Havex's 3K, and that is gonna be Waterloo taking themselves to semifinals over University of California Riverside there in 2-0 fashion.
Yeah, beautiful work by both teams. However, Waterloo coming out victorious. Havix with 29 kills. 29 kills!
Absolute domination, almost hitting a 400 combat score there. Nobody in the game even close to the amount of damage being put out by Havex.
Yeah, so that was insane. I mean, we're seeing the second up is Andrew, so he has 16 kills. Light has 17 as well. So, you know, compare that to 29, that's pretty impressive.
Yeah, I mean, you know, they tried to make stuff happen there. UCR, a much, much stronger game than game one, but in the end, Waterloo shows themselves to be the stronger team today to move on to semifinals, and we're going to be back, I believe, around 6 p.m. for that semifinals game start. So we'll be back after this break.